Welcome back to part 2. I'm glad that you came back. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Please remember to like, subscribe and comment, just so I can give you more content like this and the one that I've done prior. Thank you very much, and let's jump back into the story. Okay, so I had to turn my hair up for this because I was just like, I need to give you guys the tea on what went down. So anyways, me and Neishia's downstairs in the kitchen. Next thing, we hear Ray coming down. I'm just like, okay. So Ray comes down now and it's just like, oh, something smells nice. And then she comes over to the kitchen and she's just like, to Neishia, oh, you're still here then? Me, I was looking at her like, this babe, she's brave. She looks over to the food now and asks, Ray, I hope you cooked this. And then looked at Neishia up and down. I was just there like, if she beats you up now, me, I'm not backing it. I'm not backing it for nobody. I'm not backing it for nobody. And then literally, Neishia's there standing. And then like, it's the way that she looked at her up and down and started to smirk. My heart started to go boom, boom, because I'm just thinking that, no, someone's definitely going to get punched up. So my housemate comes in. My housemate's not happy at all. She literally calls me like, Ray, can we have a chat, please? She literally starts to complain about my friend. She's like, that black girl over there, she literally stinks and she's got no respect for nobody in this house. You need to tell her to leave. Like, everybody's complaining about her. She needs to leave. She needs to leave now, Ray. Like, now. So I was just like, okay, no problems, no problems. I'll sort it. I'll sort it. So I walk over to Ray and Neishia and I was just like, Ray, you have to leave. My housemates are feeling uncomfortable with you being in this house. This girl was like to my housemate that, who are you? Who are you? And I was just like, you can't argue with my housemate. What are you doing, my G? Like, you're gonna get me in trouble with my housemates because they're threatening to call the landlord. And most of you people are not supposed to be here in the first place. She's like, anyways, okay, but if I have to leave, Neishia has to leave too. I was like, Neishia's not going anywhere because every day she's been here for months and nobody's complained about her. They've complained about you. So she's just like, okay, I can see how you're treating me. Is it because she's Caribbean? Is it because she's Caribbean? I was just like, no. I was like, no. It doesn't matter if she's Caribbean or not. So like, obviously she's leaving the house now. Earlier on that day, I packed a bag for charity. So it had all of my jumpers and clothes and stuff in it. So it was at the door. Can you believe that this girl picked up my clothes and told me that she's going to take it for herself? Bear in mind, it's for charity. So she picked up the clothes, put it over her shoulder, and I saw her slowly walking towards the Nigerian guy's house. I guess that's where she went for the night. It was literally so awkward because I'm just thinking like, that bag is for charity, my G.
No.
So the next day now, I'm chilling with Neishia, and then I hear a bang on my door. Like, it goes like, it was literally a heavy bang, and I was just kind of like, okay, cool. I walked over to the door and walked away, and they said that it's for me. One thing with my housemates, they thought that every single black person that comes to that door is something to do with me. But anyways, I go to the door now and I open it. Next thing, I'm seeing one of the Nigerian guys' girlfriend coming to the door. She's like, how far? Me, I was just like, I'm okay. Everything is good. How are you? Knowing I'm not, the thing is that I wasn't sure if this babe was still there. I'm talking about Ray. I wasn't sure if Ray was still there. So I was just like, oh, she's just like, you know that I've been knocking on the door and the boys haven't answered. I think they're still sleeping. So I was just like, do you want to stay here for a bit until like literally they're awake or something? She's just like, no, I just thought I'd just come and drop off some stuff for you guys. I was just like, oh, that's really, really nice. Thank you very much. So obviously I collect the stuff and then she was like, oh, I'm going to go there. So I will name her Dio. So Dio is walking over to the house now, and me and he has quickly grabbed our laundry basket as an excuse to why we're going there with her. So we're carrying a laundry basket behind us, And then obviously Dio's in front of us walking to the house. And the house was like, wait, maybe like 10 doors away from us, or 5 doors away from us. So we're walking behind. She bangs on the door now. We're slowly still walking. So I think Ray answered, no, not Ray. I think one of the boys answered the door, and then they're literally hesitating to open it. So Dio pushes the door. Open the door, Jaw. I was just like, what is you doing? I've come to see my man. And so she's pushed the door, right? She goes straight upstairs, right? Next thing, all I hear is, who is this? Who is this? Who is this, babe? I don't tell you not to do this nonsense. La 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 la. Like, Neishia, all we just hear is shouting. Which means that Ray's there. It wasn't Ray alone. It was Ray and her friend in that room with the guy. Guys, all I just see is my man quickly running down the stairs, putting on his top, while his girlfriend's going mad upstairs. And then he's just like, come on girls, couldn't you have warned us? I was just there like, so next thing I'm seeing Ray and her friend coming downstairs, and she's just like, it's not that deep, it's not that deep. I don't even understand why he's for everybody. I don't understand why. I have never seen a girl punch someone in the face so quick. All I just see is Dio punching her, swinging her against the wall, kicking her, beating her up. Like, the other girl, like, obviously Ray's friend is jumping in. That's the other friend that she's with. The other friend is jumping in, trying to pull Dio. Dio smashes her in the back of the wall, beating her up. So obviously the neighbors start coming out because he can hear all the shouting and stuff. Like, all the boys are saying that, not in our house, not in our house, police is gonna come, police is gonna come. Someone else is asking like, are you calling the police? So I'm not gonna lie, me and Neishia was lying like, yeah, we did not. We were enjoying this like world star. Like, when I say that the Nigerian babe was beating up Ray, like, she was beating up Ray. She literally dragged her across the floor and beat her up. And the boyfriend was literally trying to stop his babe, and his babe was literally still beating her up. It was a very tragic scenario. So while this babe is on the floor, all we just hear is, I'm pregnant though. There was just an awkward silence, because we're just thinking like, who now for? After you've been knacking this person, like, I don't understand. Like, so anyways, it just ended, because I feel like one of the boys, they felt sorry for her, and they started to like push Dio away and separate them and all this stuff. So it's been days now since this whole incident has happened, and the question in everybody's mind is, who is she pregnant for? So anyways, I went to the African restaurant in Cardiff because I needed food and I couldn't be asked to cook that day. So I went to the Nigerian restaurant in Cardiff. So I saw one of my boys there. So obviously me and one of my boys were gisting, and like, he was just like, can you believe? I was just like, can I believe what? He's like, I have gist for you now. I was like, okay, tell me, gist me then. My guy was like, you know your friend Ray? I was like, yeah, I know Ray. He's like, your friend? I was like, yes. I wouldn't say that she's my friend, but yes, I know Ray. He was just like, can you believe this babe asked me for £50 to give me head? I was like, what? I was like, come again. He's like, yes. He's like, that babe, he begged me to suck my ting for £50. I was just like, no. He's like, that's what she did. And he's like, my other friend, she charged him to have sex with her. I was like, how much? He's like, £20. I was just like, so what? You're telling me that this babe is a prostitute now? My guy was just like, but that's what she did. So then now I was putting 2 and 2 together. I was remembering that time when I had to pick her up, and I was picking her up from a hotel, and I realized that her hair was all scattered and she looked crazy, and I was just thinking like, what happened to her? And she was all crying and everything. So I kept that to myself. I was just there like, wow, so this is what she does in her spare time. So how does she have time to read her book? But I let that slide. So I go back to the boys' house. This is like maybe about 6 days after the whole incident has happened. I went back to the boys' house. But one of the boys have already travelled. They went back to Nigeria like 2 days before. So he's already in Nigeria now. And then like, I go back to the house, and like obviously they were all speaking about everything and they were all laughing about everything. Like it's funny, and I was just sat there like so baffled because I was just like, wow. So I'm chilling now. Next thing, Ray comes in. Like she knocks on the door and someone lets her in and she comes in. And then like next thing we see like this little black thing on her face. So all the boys are whispering like behind me saying that, yo, she's caught something. And I'm just sat there like, this is very awkward. And then she's just like, so where is blah blah blah? We'll name him Femi. So she's like, oh, where is Femi? So everybody's like, he's travelled. She's just like, how can he travelled when he's the one that owns my belly? We were just like, huh? She's like, yes. My pregnancy's for him now. I was just like, did you even have sex with this guy? But apparently it all happened when the whole thing happened. Because you know, like when she came over to the house and said that, oh, someone ran train on her friend. It wasn't her friend alone. Apparently she was involved in the whole shenanigans as well. So now she's literally blaming Femi for getting her pregnant. So now everybody's like, wow. So then now she's telling everybody that, oh, this and that. So me, I was just like, okay, cool. Did you do a PP test just to prove that you are pregnant? My girl was like, yeah, I did PP test. So I went to the shop personally to go and buy it because at this point, I'm just thinking that, did you lie that you're pregnant? So this girl wouldn't beat you up anymore, kind of thing. So I went to the shop, bought her a PP test, and I was just like, you can pee on it and let's see, so we can be of support to you. But really and truly, I didn't want to be of support. I just wanted to see if she was pregnant or not. So she pees on it now, and she's saying that it's positive. I was like, okay, show us then. She didn't show us. She's just like, no, I just feel like at the end of the day, I will send it to my baby dad, and then we can go forward with this. Next thing, like 2 days after, she's asked me that, Ray, do you know anybody that's pregnant? I need them to pee on something. I was like, what do you mean? She's like, you know that I'm not pregnant now. Everybody knows that I'm not pregnant now. But me, I need to know how I'm gonna make money from this guy. There's no way he can go to Nigeria and not think that I'm not going to collect money from him. Is he mad? I was so shocked. I was just there like, wow. So you're trying to finesse a whole guy that's in Nigeria just so you can literally spend money on what? Weed and alcohol. So anyways, I was just like, no, I don't. It was all a little bit mad because now that boy's my friend. Like, he's my really, really good friend. And then she's an associate now because of everything that's happened. So now she's calling up my friend in Nigeria like nearly every day, and it's like she lives now at the Nigerian guys' house because every single day that I go there to go and see them, I'm seeing this babe there every single time. At the time I was dating this other guy, he was friends with them. So I was just like to him, now I'm gonna start chilling at yours because I can't even chill at their house because this girl's always there. So there's a day now, I think it was like maybe a couple of days after, I had an altercation with the guy that I was seeing. I was just there like, I just don't understand why you're moving a bit crazy nowadays. Like, you're acting a bit weird. So we had our argument and whatever, and I was at my house. Next thing, this same Ray girl rings me and she's just like, oh my god, I went to the house of the boys and I think I saw like a white girl coming out of your man's house. And like, it looks peak. How are we gonna do this? Let's roll up on him. I was just like, I'm not gonna roll up on him because I just don't see the need to. So she's saying all of this now. Next thing, because one of the Nigerian boys is like my best friend. He rings me up now, and then like obviously I told him what Ray has told me. He was just like, that's not what happened. He's like, we went to the house and we found Ray there. So me, I was just like, wow. He sends me pictures. And can you imagine as well, the picture of her, she was wearing one of my jumpers that was in that bag that was left on my doorstep that she collected. Can you believe? She was wearing my whole attire. She was wearing my clothes, guys. She was wearing my clothes while she's gone to go do madness. In my clothes. Again. I was really like, wow, so this is how she's moving. So can you believe that this babe, after everything, she still even went to go and see the guy that I was seeing? Yeah, so this story was all gist and whatever, but what I got from this story and what I hope that you get from this story is that we need to be very careful in regards to the friends that we keep, because sometimes our friends are not really our friends. So that's what I got from the story. I don't know what you guys got from the story. If you guys have anything to add, just comment down below. Remember to like, subscribe, and I'll be bringing you guys more story time. Thank you again and have a good evening. Bye, Obios.
Take it away, feeling too good to me. Chilling all day, all in your space is where I wanna be. Here in this room, what did you do?